last night we did the welcome aboard stream, and so today we're doing the happy music morning. So I understand though, pretty much anyone watching this is not going to be streaming in the morning. Or, I mean, they might, but I mean, not at this very present moment. And I dig that. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. So right now I'm just getting all of my chats opened up on my side, so I'll be able to see them when the time arrives. Which anyone watch? There I am. I heard myself for just a moment. Although one thing that's interesting is I'm not hearing the... Oh, I am. Okay, it's there. It's there. Definitely let me know if there's any problems with the balancing. Close other tabs here so we can save on our bandwidth real estate. Okay, so I kind of like that river sound, you know? I was thinking that I would continue working on what I was doing yesterday, but I'm enjoying this river sound so much that I'm thinking, let's work on that a little bit. Let's see if we can... I'm just trying to be a little more ergonomic. I like having nice and straight posture, but my issue is that my chair doesn't go down low enough. So, sorry about this. Let me just get me set up a little nicer here. Hopefully I might have more of an upright sitting position. Cool. Do let me know if there's any pointers as far as balancing and such. I'm thinking we're gonna start here. Or like if my camera's lagging or something, it's connected through Wi-Fi, so it's probably not gonna be the best option, but we'll make do with what we've got. So let's see what am I getting from this? Yeah. Okay, that's the chord progression. Alright. I'm thinking that's probably going to be like 88 BPM. Kind of feels just about in that zone. So let's drop a pattern on there and see where it goes. I gotta say though, we gotta turn this down. It's a little loud. It's a little obnoxious. Don't get me wrong, it's also ASMR. It's so dang tingly. I love it. Okay, so let's do that piece. So let me just do a practice run. Oh no. And then what is it? It's gonna go. No, then it's gonna go. No, then it's go. Nope. That. Okay. Something's wrong. Taking it one moment at a time, we're gonna hit the record button and see where it brings us. Oh, I missed the count. Okay, I kind of am starting to piece something together here, so let's keep it going, see where it goes. Having some trouble though, as well. Something like that, right? Now, obviously, way off time, but it's slowly coming together, I think. I'm kind of getting a feeling for what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. Okay, let me listen to what that sounds like against the metronome. So I can say right away, the metronome is too slow. I guess we're back. We're sitting more at like 103. We're gonna pull that out until it fits. Don't worry, I can quantize this easily against the metronome, but the idea is, right? And then what is this? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's quantize that. I want it to sound crisp against some drums, but still maintain the liveness of it. And so that's why we recorded it in live, but everything is not aligned, so we're gonna try to align it as best we can. I tend to try to fit sort of 2-bar chunks into the space as best as I can for this story to unravel in an organic way, where it's breathing, it's doing its breathing, it's doing its thing. So up to this point, it's decent, but we're gonna need to pull this out quite a bit in order for that to align a little more naturally, and it's still not perfect. And now see here, this is where we start shifting stuff over, because now it's way out. Okay, let's see what that's coming through like. So this part I'd say is a little early. I like that. Okay, so then this part is slow, and I like that it slows down. I like how it breathes. So you kind of want to work with all of that natural humanism, you know, the human element. So let me come back to this part. That's all good. This part is a little late. That part's fine. That part's good. Okay, we got some work to do. So that's decent. That's good. This part is where it's kind of weird timed. And I'm just trying to understand what exactly that's about. I think my first mode of transport will be this. Oops. I lengthened those a little too far. Do that. Now there's going to be little touch-ups to do on this MIDI here, but what it's done, it's given us a bit of a feeling for where it's going. So this piece I think is a little late. I don't want it too early. I want it to sound like there was a pause, but it's not a noticeable pause. That's the thing. It's supposed to be a pause you can feel, but not one that you can necessarily see with your eyes and ears. Okay, nice. Good, good. All is well in the world of music. Now let's see what we can do about the meaning that I'm kind of trying to share with you here. Yeah, so this is going to be sustained. Maybe this one can cut right about there. A little sooner. And we don't want it to be too jarringly, yeah, there we go. Too jarringly, like, the pressure that you're hitting the keys. Too loud? I don't know the word for this. Like, if you hit the keys harder, it sounds more tense. That's a good word. Jarringly tense. Interesting. Right? Da-da-dum-da-dum. Okay. I'm gonna take a step away from that, and if I need to make messing with it later, I can always do so. I wanted to get probably into the stock upright bass. Kind of has the right timbre. You know? What is this note? It's an E? No, what is this? I don't know. I was just jamming. Sometimes you gotta jam, you know? Okay, so what was the key we were in? Let's see what that says. Whoa, wait, huh? Let me play that through again. Okay, but I'm gonna A-B something there. Oops. So there's gonna be two parts to that ending section. One part is we're gonna play the roots. It's gonna be that's these four chords. But then the other thing that really came to me that I seem to be gravitating toward is actually going, which mimics the direction that we've kind of just gone back and forth between chords for the entire show here. So let's do it. Let's give it a go. See where's it gonna take us next. Oops, we're not at the right spot. So most of that's good. You might have wanted to quantize there. Let's see, because it's the bass, right? So you don't want anything to really feel out of place timing-wise. Yeah, like this piece. I was clearly kind of uncertain at that time. No, but as you know what, it turns out I'm actually also mimicking the piano there, so I don't want to take away from that as well. There we go. I kind of wanted to do this. I don't know if this is going to be like too much information on the bass. I don't think so. I think that's good. Now if I put a drum on this, you'll hear how out of time everything is. And I will put some drums on here so you can really get a feeling for how live it is, I guess you could say. Let's see. So this is not in timing. Okay. Let's match it. 10501, eh? Alright, if you guys want to give me the 01, I'll take the 01. 035? How are they embedded differently? I guess they really want it to be super duper accurate. Okay, let's see. Geez, that's way faster than I wanted it to be. I liked when the drums were like... Okay, let me move that over for a sec. So in theory, right, if I stretch it out, how does that sound then? Right? Like that is definitely more in line, and even... Okay, so for now we'll do that, but I think definitely we're gonna want to... We're gonna double time the drums at some point here, but to start it, it's gonna stay in halftime, I'd say, is the right move. And I get that it's artifacting a lot, and I'll fix that. That's just in the way that that's in the way that I have stretching set up on this. So let me do, what is the type of, it's on auto is good. Auto is the one I usually use, is it not? Resample. There we go. Resample, I guess, was better. And let me try Stretch Pro just out of curiosity as well. See what that shows up as. They're both kind of very interesting sounding, so I'm gonna kind of go between the two. So this one preserves the frequency content. This one pitches it down. I don't know. They're both good for their own reasons, I'd say. And you know my solution? My solution is this. Yeah, you just layer them. You layer them in new, unique ways each time. So I'm gonna try that and see how does this fare. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think that's chill. Let's keep it going. And honestly, the bass is not as out of time as you'd expect because the drums are so in the pocket. I know that goes against what like anyone has ever taught anyone about how to play music, but don't blame me. I'm just the person making this stuff. Okay, Stretch Pro. Is this one okay. My issue now though is I gotta do some. So we're gonna move this one down to this side, move this one up this time, I guess. Make them both unique so that we can swap them. This clip is not used anywhere else in the playlist. Oh shoot, okay, no it's not, okay. And so this one actually, it was fine the way it was, it turns out. I put this one here. Okay, but now we're gonna flip them. So now this one and this one. So what I'm doing here, I've got our top line. These are all stretched. These are all pitched. No, I have that backward. These ones are all like maintaining frequency content, and these ones are all pitched. So that's how I'm kind of keeping the line up. And I'm going to do something about how it overlaps in a minute, but we're not there yet. So this one is Stretch Pro, that's on auto. This one is resample. So we're gonna do Stretch Pro, we're gonna do resample. Oh, wait. Okay, so we gotta flip it. Stretch Pro, resample. Okay, now we got this thing. This is that instrument, right? Okay. So this one, last time we had it on Stretch Pro. This time we're gonna put it onto Make Unique. We're gonna make it the other one resample. And I want this one up here now. And then it'll be, this one has to go to the bottom. This one, Make Unique. So what was that again? It was Stretch Pro, so it's gonna be resample. This one should go to the bottom too. Have I already done that? Yeah, it's right here. This one up. So then this one moved up. This one down. Dun, dun, dun. So we're gonna move this one into that place, which is gonna make sense. Those are both the second half of the sort of drum, the ones with the fills, more or less. Okay, okay, cool. Now I'm gonna take, I think it makes sense to me to have the purple on top and blue on bottom now. And then, because I haven't started with like the fill, so that'll be really interesting. And then we'll end it on this one on top and this one on bottom. I think that'll do. Okay, let's give it a loop. Listen through. In the meanwhile, we got some work to do as far as mixing it all, like all of it. And I'm trying to understand, what is this? Watery effects. Okay, this can go. So those are my drums, and that's my bass there. First things first, we turn it all down. Where's my, oh there we go, better. We can turn off our metronome. So what I need to do here, I need to understand which one of these is which. So bottom line, I'm going to move them all to one side. So that is D02. I'm looking for D02. I need to actually deselect so that I can see the colors better. So D02 is there. We're going to put D02 over into the final four. There's four, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll figure it out. So D0175, D0175 2 is going to be on this side. Most of the time, I imagine it's going to be the number 2s that are on the bottom. So we have this one's on top. 75 is up here. This one's D03. That's going to go there. We have D10, original D10. We've got, now it's the second. So perfect. So these four, those four are our, oh no, I'm missing just this one too. This one, so it's 5 in total. 5 per 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, something's missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So D10 D10 never got duplicated. Here's D10. I never put D10 on the bottom half. So we're going to put D10 on the bottom half here. Let me hear this section. Versus I'm gonna do two of them there, and this one we'll do like so. Make it unique, and then this one's gonna be on Stretch Pro. I think it has to be, right? Because that one last time I did auto, but this is the Stretch Pro line. Okay, so it's actually gonna be on resample. Drop it in its own track and move it over to this side. So beyond confusing, I'll tell you all these names, I'm confused, but that's okay. We work with what we got. Okay. Da, da, da. Okay. So I'm noticing that there are points where the drums, so what we'll do, we'll have these parts a lot louder so we can get a feel for what's going on. Also, why is that super loud? Turn that down. I want to see where the drums desync from the piano and the bass. Right now, that's what's on my mind. And then we'll talk about how do we incorporate the content of two drums and have them layered in such a manner. And there's no right answer. The first thing that comes to my mind is something like this. Right, left, right, left, right. And what I'm gonna have to do is see where it doesn't align. Like right now we have 2 on the left side, so we move it over. And now we have 2 on the right side, so we move it over. That one was fine. And I know there are going to be points where it's not going to work. Like right now we're at a point where I can't do much to fix that. I think. Let me see. But this isn't really giving me the sound that I'm after as well. So instead of what I just did, it's kind of cute because you got things happening in either ear, and I might do that lightly. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna solo out the important relevant parts. Okay, so this is the pitch down. This series of parts are the pitch down, and this part still has the high end on it. So the question is, what do you want to do with the high end? What do you want to do with your low end? You know, like the artifacts. How do you want to balance those two out? And my thought is, I kind of want... Oh, that's interesting. This one is in the wrong spot, but I'm not going to get too all up in arms about it. Because wait, what does this one sound like then? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, that's pitched down, and this... No, that one was not pitched down. Yeah, okay, this one's pitched down. So there is a little bit of variety there on how that's playing out. My thought, right, is we're gonna bus them, and we're gonna give them like a phaser or some sort of stereo content. Like there's one called like wider or something. Okay, let me see. We're gonna call this one half of the drums, and we're gonna give it kind of that color. Seems about appropriate to me. Now this is the half of the drums that we're moving over there. We're gonna right click, we're gonna route to this track only. So the stereo content that comes to mind, there's one called like, oh, there's a new thing that FL put into here, spreader. What does spreader do? I don't know what this does, but, oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I can work with that. Look at that. It's going. It's spreading all right. doing that thing. Now that's cool. I want to give it some really short decay, hard width, high dampened reverb as well. To pad this half out. So we're getting closer to kind of the sound I'm after. Why don't we distort it? Why not? Let's see what happens if we drop Crush on there. Yeah, hell yeah. There we go. Now, another piece that I'm noticing that I don't really like is how forward that put the other half of the drums. So we're gonna do another set, other half of drums, I'm gonna call it. And for some reason I want this one to be like very dark. So we're gonna make it really dark. And so that's these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones are gonna route to this track only. And so this one, what I wanna do for this one is I wanna clip them. And now we're gonna have to sidechain them. That water, I'm gonna do that right now because the water is definitely way too forward. Let's just sidechain that water. Oh, I see. It's when the low end goes wild, it goes wild. Interesting. So that's something to be concerned with. I'll have that turned down a little bit more. Another thing now, though, that is concerning to me is just how much of this... it's like I've put the drums way in the very back. Is there a way to... There's got to be a way to filter... Is this what the filter does or not? Listen to it and find out. No, that actually filters my sound. So what I need to do, I want the, like, you know what? I like it enough to keep it, but it's definitely quite a lo-fi aesthetic. That much is the truth. Like, that is a bit much. That's a bit much. So do I want to put these drums off to the side, maybe? Not really. Okay, let's keep going. Another thing that might be cool would be like phasing, right? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I didn't have to do much to make that sound the way I wanted to. Let me give them both a little more separation. And it even clears up some of the frequency, I'll call it scatter, that comes from when you're doing this kind of shifting. Now, this isn't my full drum. This is just a live set so that I have a live set for the sake of having a live set. However, what I noticed right away was that we're gonna need some drums. So let's get some drums in there. It's a good start. And the snare is gonna need to be tight. Okay, I kind of like that actually. I'm gonna try it layered with this. That's close. Okay, and this could be like a... It's fine by me. A lot of what happens for me with drums comes in the way of, well, two parts. You have the velocity, but you have the panning. So this one's gonna be soft left pan, that's gonna be hard right panned. And these ones can be kind of offset, touch offset. In fact, even here, Isn't there a way to just do a delay? Can't you delay the start offset? You can only make it start sooner. You can't make it start later? Are you sure? Okay. Alright, if that's the case, that's fine. We'll do it here. That's too far. It's better. Okay. I see why I had such a long pattern here. It's because everything's in halftime right now. How do you have to... What the heck do you even mean halftime? That's like 60 BPM, fair enough. Well, 40. Is that 40 BPM? No, 51.5 BPM. That's a weird... That doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm not going to question it. Something like that for now. Give me some breathing room. Because now you're seeing that dynamically we have a problem. So we're going to need to fix the problem here. The problem with the dynamics is that one set of drums is way louder than the other. And I don't like that. It takes away the value of these drums. So we're going to pull them in a little bit more. Turn down the crash a touch. Oops. There we go. Now it's got a little bit... See the idea behind kind of where I've been coming from here is we're trying to give it room to breathe organically, but still program it all together so that there's something cohesive while it, you know, falls outside of the line a little bit as you're coloring it in. I think this song is going to be named something along the lines of Waterfall. It's going to probably have a better name than Waterfall, but we'll go with Waterfall for now. And so this piece, what it's missing now, because there's a lot of good stuff in here. I know I made this short on purpose, but if it's going to be short, this one's got to be short too. So now that we got drums on there, we know that this has to be pulled in a little bit. And another thing that I didn't like here about it, this is a little too long. That's better. And this part could probably stay out for a bit. Something like that. Maybe like that. Oops. That's an interesting movement, but what if I flipped it? So then it would have to go up again. I'm not sure quite why this part is a lot quieter. Oh, I see. It's It's all in the melody. Quite sparse at this section, and I'll work on that, but before I work on that, something else kind of pops out at me, and that's that I want a little sparkle. I like a little sparkle. And so I'm gonna try something out of here. Angel's harp. I haven't used Angel's harp in a long time. Let's go with an Angel's harp. Give it an arp. So I'm gonna give it an arp, but first there's a bunch of stuff you gotta do here. The first thing you gotta do is probably just this. What I'd probably do is that worth it? Could be worth it, you know? Maybe going from part to part. Glue it first. What is that? Alt G? No, Control G. Control G glues. Okay, so that glued it all together. We'll do little minor stuff here to make it all flow. Glue it. Glue it. And then it goes. Oh, I see. That's really, really very interesting. Okay. So actually what I needed to do was this. Let it bleed. Let it bleed a lot. I don't know how much is the right amount of bleed, but I see what's going on here. There's a lot of, okay, there's a lot of information. Crazy amount of information that I want to translate with the harp. So, I don't know how to use that harp. Use this one. Okay, that's cute, but yikes. There are points there where it's just going between two notes. What's that about? Okay. So much of this camera is just me staring in a direction silently, but at least you can see my face now. Like it's so close but so wrong still. I can work with that. I can work with that. So I'm about to leave pretty shortly to eat. I'm in the mood of food, the food mood. But this has been pretty interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on, I tell you. It's giving me a headache how much stuff is happening. And that's me in a nutshell. Do a lot of that. Now, what do you do to increase this, to take it to the next stage? My first thought is My first thought is that I take a gladiator, bank, gladiator, and I put on the playground preset from childhood. I can't really hear it though. Oh no. No, I know that this preset works. Why isn't it working though? Okay, well, I'll load it into the other one then. If you don't want to work in that version, I'll put you into the other version. See if you work that way. Load, patch, playground. That's my thought. Something like that. Does a good job of padding out frequencies, and then what you could do. Yeah, moving it up was the right move. And that might even give me more room in the low end. Yeah, it really does give me a lot more room in the low end. So I can turn that down. Now these gotta be side chained. And I want them side chained actually behind the kick. The real kick, and well, real kick, that's ironic. The program's kick. I want that one to sit a little bit on top of the piano. And so what I gotta do actually, I gotta take these guys. These 4 instruments need to be moved over to the start. I'm good with that. I don't know what I've done with this insert 5, why it's like that, but there we go. Okay, so that's the kick on that piece. The kick's gonna go on here. It's gonna go on here as well. And that's fine. So let's put the kick onto the stuff, side chain them as such. Piano, side chain. I love how there's like 5 snares overlapping and it's creating the most beautiful cacophony of high end. It's like a ch. It's yeah, it's like a crash. And what do I have side chained to the water? Let me see how good that side chain's doing. Oh, it's doing work. I'll leave it to be. It gives this piece room to breathe. And I like how far back I put the harp. It's nice that it's panned outward. It's panned very far outward. My only issue with it is that it's mostly in the left ear, so I just did the swap channels. My bass could turn up a touch. You know me, you know I like a lot of bass. Now, I'm gonna put on one of these, the timeless reverbs. It's muddying it up a lot. And I know muddying usually that's for the brown tones, the warmer notes, but I just mean to say that it's really wet now. Doesn't need so much. Okay, so now my lead instrument, I've just panned it out dramatically, so it's not so leading anymore. It's really pulled outward, and that gives me room now to drop in like let's drop something in. I'm feeling fluty. It's feeling like a fluty kind of day. Nexus has some crazy flutes, you know? Let's see what we got. That's dope. That's tight. I like that. Now the only thing is, like, I'm just gonna remember the title bass clarinet because I do want to try other stuff. So let's try some other stuff. So this could layer very well on top of the space clarinet. English horn solo, space clarinet. So far, two good ones. Okay, pan flute is good too, but I'm starting to lose memory of what I just done. Okay, so that's my whole stack. It's gonna be the bassoon. It's gonna be a pan flute. I'm kind of gravitating toward this one. But this one's also good. So we're gonna do both of them. Because why not? You know what I mean? Why not? That one and this one, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna do another one. This one was the space clarinet. Space clarinet, and the last one was some sort of horn solo. English horn solo. Okay. Cool. So that's a big stack of melody here. It's gonna be really overwhelming at first, but I think we're gonna really enjoy it. All of those sounds conflicting with one another. Let's take a listen. Here we go. That's sick. I love it. Okay, cool. So let's mix them in. Okay. So where do you go with that? What do I plan to do with that? I don't even. Oh, a lot of options. That gave me a lot of options. There's a lot going through my mind right now as to what do I do now? You know, what do I do? There's like all sorts of interesting melodies that can go with this. Something is, I do want them a little louder, and I kind of liked, yeah, I liked how organically it, see, sometimes you can create a chord with them, right? Oh, okay, hold on. hold on. I'm curious. I'm really curious. What do I do? What do I do? I pasted. Undone paste. Right? Okay, hold on. I didn't mean to paste anything. Undo the paste. I don't know what I did, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. I'm seriously reconsidering what these are for now. Because I could just use the... I gotta eat breakfast. Okay, but compare that with... So here's what's gonna happen. That layer now serves a different purpose. Okay, so the two... There we go. So Nexus 3 and 4 are my leads now. Firmly, it's clear to me that Nexus 3 and 4 just became our leads. Nexus 2, 6, and 5 are the new chord synths. So now I have chord presence that can actually turn down quite a bit. It's a lot of chord presence right now. And it's just interesting sounding to me. Melodically. Now I need to create a new layer. I like the motif, the precedent that's set. Trying to get it so you can see what I'm playing. 1 second here. So I got tired of the diatonic and I was like, let me go out of key a lot so I could feel what feels right, and that's really hard to do while talking. See, it works because of the importance this note has in key, the F. So you have to assign weights to each note and think like these are the notes that are most suitable to land on. Like think of them as landing notes. So that's your and those are some key landing notes in this, and maybe even, and so these two would be like my next tier down, you know, and then these ones are pivotal too. So understanding like these are the notes that you can always fall back onto whenever you're noodling. But so now that I get where, you know, where do I want everything to be structured, that's where now I can play out a key comfortably, because I know that I can always use it as a passing note, pull back into, you know? And you want to speak a language. You want to convey meaning. Trying to give myself a little context for quite what I'm looking at for this melody, and there's a lot of good stuff. I got a lot of information from what I just did, so I think, am I ready? Not yet. Okay, so actually, I have to sidestep from that for a sec to do something else entirely. That's really important to me. So this one has to be hard spread. Okay, this one has to be medium spread. Okay, that's erring on the side of hard spread, but that's okay. This one has to be light spread with channel swap. And you don't want stuff to be see, this is where I would have really done well with a bus. Maybe a low cut bus that also has sidechains, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna create a new bus. It's gonna be red, it's gonna be called LC plus SC, low cut and sidechain. I was gonna make it red, but I guess it's turned into yellow, that's okay. We're gonna dock it to the right. We've got our kick here, right? Is that what I'm sidechaining to? Is that the kick? Probably kick and snare. Kick, snare. I want to sidechain to all of these, so I'm actually going to take, now it's not necessarily the best approach to, I already have sidechain out of the kick built in, so I could take my snares. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I know this is scruffy because what I should have done is bust it, but I like the freedom to transform each channel and track individually. So here what I'm going to do, first, I'm gonna take my new stuff here, probably even this one too. I don't want to lose too much on the Gladiator. Okay, well let me route to this track only and see what happens first. Maybe even with the Nexus should go there too. Route to this track only. And now let me see quite how much I can take off the bottom without it being detrimental to the sound. Because the issue was really in those horns. They're just a little bit much. So I'm not chopping a lot off, I'm just cutting the most necessary, not necessary, that's the wrong word, but just, you know, doing my best not to take a lot away. Now, honestly, I'm probably gonna route my piano there too. Is that a bad move? It's not a very audible change. Let me see what that looks like here. See, I'm losing a little bit on the piano. Not a huge amount. It's not like I'm losing a huge amount, but I'm losing some, and that makes me a little sad. Because then you're gonna have a little, well, it's making room for the bass though. I think what needs to come out though, actually, it turns out it's the Gladiator. I don't like how the during this section, the Gladiator loses. Oh, it's not too bad. What about on the piano? It's almost inaudible, and that's what I'm after, so we'll leave it as is. And the big reason why that's pivotal is because now we can take our kick. Oh, but my kick is already sidechained to the Gladiator. And it's already sidechained to my piano. Let's see. So, I can still do the bussing. That's what that taught me, is let's bus it. Let's see what happens if I bus it. Is that a bad move? I think I can get away with it. Let's bus it. Let's see what happens. Drums. Purple. Dog to left. All these drums. This insert 5 is doing nothing, but we're gonna route to this track only. Actually, hold on. So these ones can route to this track only. And then the kick though, kick has a different circumstance. Kick goes like that. So now we have the kick and the drums, everything is there. One click, it's all routed over now to my... Oh, and another thing too though, we're gonna move our drum bus from channel, if you look here at the top, see it says channel 21 right now? I want that to be channel like 1. And that way, when I'm sending and I do my sidechain knows right away that it's sidechain 1. Let's see what that sounds like. See, it didn't work. Busing wasn't the solution. Not this time. Because you need it to be custom sometimes. So I like that I have a drum bus. I mean, why not? It's useless though. This is actually a useless drum bus. It's not doing anything for me. So awkward moment, but we'll roll with the punches. So instead, actually, no, let me change it. Of course, what you do then, you change it from drum bus, you make it snares. It's a snares bus. The color has to change because snares are not purple in this song. Snares are blue. And so now you've got your kick is on. Now I'm actually going to move this from channel 1. Now it's channel 2 because I like having my kick on channel 1. That way, this limiter is taking the kick. Cool. But what I can do now... Oh wait, no, it's not taking the kick yet. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool, it is. So now what I can do is set up another one, and this one is going to take the snares. Whoa, I went too far. And now you can see, you can shape it. Wait, what's that about? The kick is still in there. Oops, my bad. There we go. I was like, why is it still ducking on the kick? There we go. And now we're gonna need to be careful, because remember, the kick is already sidechaining some stuff here, and now it's double sidechaining that stuff. So I'm probably going to remove the sidechain from here. Let me see, what did the sidechain look like here? Oh, it was light. It was a light sidechain. Okay. I'm taking the piano out. The piano's gonna go to the master, and I'm taking the Gladiator probably out too. Let me see, what does the Gladiator look like? Gladiator's not as egregious. You know, the other solution would have been I could just tune these side chains a little softer so that the overlap is pleasant. So now it's a lot more pleasant. I want the kick to be a little more present, and the other piece too, I want to have Am I still audible? I am. Okay, good. All is good. I want to work with the output volumes that fit what I'm after. No, we don't gain there, we gain here. And you don't want to over muddy it. I like a V-shaped. Look at that. We're trending at like -4. That's really interesting. So it means there's a lot of room to work. Oh yeah, but there's no melody in there yet. I think that'll make a big difference too. Let me pull out my melody. See how that sits. That's interesting, eh? So what it tells me though is that my kick should sit a little bit more forward, not too forward. And maybe even these parts can be a little louder, just a touch. Yeah. And because I like how the peaks and the troughs have this much. Look at that. You're at like -18 pretty much, and then you're at positive, well, -3. I think that's dynamic range is really important for how it sounds, how loud it sounds. Even though, I guess the point isn't about loudness to me, it's more about the weight, right? The weight of each hit, the weight of each part. Now this is too loud now though. This is too loud. Remember, there's like 15 snares going on at the same time. Something's got me. It's this Gladiator. Gladiator can pull back a touch, and this one a little bit too. Is that? Let me actually widen it a little bit. And really, that layer now, it could comprise a couple of different things. The piano, the Gladiator, and these instruments should all sit in the layer, so that down the road it's easier to work with. But I like that this layer. Can you rename that? You can. What wins? Cool. Wins. That's neat. I like that. I was supposed to go eat breakfast, so I think I'm gonna go do that now. But this has been fun. I know, I didn't even lay down the... Now, if you take a look, what I'm doing here, I'm playing in a key. I have a scale for myself, and it's a melodic scale, and it's a pentatonic scale. That means there's only 5 notes in it. That's your pentatonic scale. Now, what's interesting is these notes. These 2 notes are pivotal to the scale because they're still part of it, but you don't land on them. You use them to convey meaning. You see? So there's another thing you do now. Talking that it didn't occur to me sooner. That other thing, sorry about the crinkle paper crinkles. So you set these both to roughly the same amount of spread. Nexus 1, well Nexus 3 and Nexus 2, Nexus 4. Those two are now, they're now paired. Check this out. They each have their own stereo. And they'll always be linked. The issue with me is, oh wait, there. The issue with me is that it's got too much harmonic and melodic content for me to just like sit on something yet to do with it. Hey Harry, that's so sick. I wish. That's so dope. That's crazy. That's an awesome correlation that you made there. I appreciate that. One day, I mean, you know, that's an artist. New James, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is a really influential artist for what I do, for sure. Someone was asking me last night during my last stream. They were asking me, you know, where my influence are, and I'd say that's the hip hop that really made my style, for sure. It's definitely very New Javes inspired, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. New Javis? New Yavis? New Habes. I'm not helping my case here. Harry, thank you for popping by. You know, now that you're here, and now I gotta do something because you're here. I can't have you pop in and then not do the stuff, right? Oops. So Harry, I don't know if you've been around, but my issue is that I've been doing this for like 20 minutes and I can't stop. It's just too fun, you know? Oh, you know what? Now that I've got all this content, we're gonna take our drums, where half of the drums one and other half of the drums, just turn them up a little bit, not too much, just a hair, just a sliver, and that way I can create a little bit more room for my drums. See, now they're sitting more in the front, and it makes me want to make the piano a touch louder too. And the bass a little louder. That's good to me. Let's see where we're sitting on the master too. See, there's still plenty of room. We're finally peaking at 0. Keep that up, because we're gonna now look at, there's a couple things we gotta look at here. We're gonna open up one of these so we can see the piano. Piano's down here, limiter's up here. Let's noodle. See, now we're starting to peak where I want it. Now the thing about it though is if this was New Javes, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, my melody's too complex, right? It's got to be more flowing. So, yeah, I don't think simpler melody is where I'm going for sure. It's gonna be more of like a, I'm noodling hard though, you know? The water needs to be louder now. Where's my water? This is the water. Turn it up. I want to hear that water. In fact, we're gonna put something on the water. I don't know yet. Try clipper first. Oh, that's good. Okay, but that's not all I want. What about the exciter? I don't like exciters apparently. Exciters are apparently bad. Try an OTT. That's tight. Okay. It removed a lot of the dynamics, so we don't want too much of it, I'd say. I like it, but I don't like it enough to take away the dynamics of it. But yeah, definitely it's gonna do the work that I need it to. Yeah. That's fine. But it's still missing something, and honestly, I know this is gonna be messy, but this one, there it is. Check that out. A little crackling on top. It kind of sounds like a scratched record. And so what is this sidechain to right now? Oh yeah, it's sidechain to this part. You can almost not tell, eh? How curious. What happens if I also sidechain it to the other drums? You also can almost not tell. Love it. Ooh, there are these points where it's a little bit much. The crush and the OTT, they kind of combine to make a little bit of an overwhelming sound. So let me move that around a little bit more. That's better, right? I love that you said that this reminds you of that. That's so sick. That artist is a huge deal to me. I love that artist so very much. So it makes sense that they come across in my work. I can see how that aligns. Alright. Oh no, we got into a loudness war. I just essentially turned everything up. And I'm not mad about it one bit. I'm totally good with that. Yeah, so the melody is gonna have to wait for sure. That's okay though. This is being super fun. And we got the little tweaks out to make it just right, you know? You got the water twinkling away. The drums are in the pocket. You know what? The bass could probably sit a little bit further forward. The bass needs help actually, in fact. The bass is not entirely there. I just heard some stuff, so let's hear it. We can't have it too early or too late. It's gotta be right where it needs to go. Kick is too loud. Here's the part. What do I do with this? It's coming too early. Probably put it there. It's tricky because it could go here. Yeah, that's better. So this section definitely wants help, a lot of help. So let's work on that here. And it's tricky because, you know, the thing about it is that we're talking about a lot of instruments right now. So I want to be as conservative as I can in my approach. So this is the part that's really weird. These both need to come forward. There we go. This part needs to be earlier. It's just 1/16, 2. And see, this is where if I had done the layer appropriately, the way it's supposed to be done, You'd see the sounds changing on all the other stuff too, but that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so my winds are on F5, piano's on F5, gladiator's on D6. Okay, that's easy enough. Bam, bam, and this one has to be moved up an octave, right? D6. Let's hear it. I'm okay with that for now. It brings some clarity, and I appreciate the clarity. Alright, fellas. I'm gonna noodle a little bit and then we're gonna call it. Not feeling any of that. Let me try it again. Oh yeah! I wish I was recording that. That's it, that's it. Hold on. Try that one more time. Let's see. Close, but it's not quite it, eh? Oh, I get it. Yeah, right. I'm getting there. It's coming. There it is. I'm recording that in because I'll tell you, I've been noodling for a long time and I finally got somewhere and I'm pretty dang stoked about that. So let's see where it goes after that, but at least this gets us a foot in the door. Okay, so that second half is bad. Like, I'm not gonna keep the second half there. But check that out. It took me a long time, but I eventually found something to settle on. So then it goes. Okay. Okay, alright. Part 2, let's do it. Hey. So I did end up channeling a little Nujabes into that. I was like, it needs to be simpler, and I really couldn't for the life of me understand what I'm doing. But I kind of figured it out. Just took a sec. Let's hear it from the top. Do-do-do. Pretty. Oh, done. There we go. What if I went? Oh, you know, I should have drawn that as pattern. Okay, how do I fix this? Because actually, this would have been cool as a part 1 and a part 2, eh? And I didn't catch on until now. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna try my best to fix it. Let me see. Because I didn't do too much. Whoa. Okay, you gotta be really careful. Because I want to keep that stuff, but I know what I'll do. I'll go like that or something. Yeah, that's fine. Now the question is, if I copy that, will that delete my work? Yeah, it will. Okay, so I just have to memorize what I'm looking at right now. Screenshot it. Bam. Screenshot. Give me that. Give me a bit of a view of what I was doing here. Open in image editor, I guess. Sure. Okay, there it is. Sorry about that sound, fellas. Keep saying fellas. Well, it's supposed to be gender neutral. Let it be known. Okay. Okay. So now I have this, and you won't be able to see it, but I have a reference for what I'm supposed to do here. Sick. Okay. Can I put this always on top? Do I have an always on top? No, I don't. Okay. That's fine too. So here's a part, right? So this is the first part. We have G lengthens out until... I'm a little confused at what I'm looking at, actually. It's kind of confusing me a little bit. Let me zoom it out so I can understand what that is. So the G becomes that long. Then there's this part. It goes up to this C sharp here. We remove this part, and the C sharp is actually starting at this point, right about here. Okay, so it goes more like this, it seems. I can't tell quite. Cool. Okay, so this part is just an A sharp and an F. A sharp goes down to F. The F is already in the right position. So it should just be this, right? Cool. Alright. Cool. Okay. One last listen through. I gotta eat breakfast, which I'll do soon. But before I do that, let's listen to where we were at. How does it sound so far? Cool. Love it. The next part obviously is not going to sound like that, right? Now we're going to go to another part, but I'm hungry. I'm not even hungry. Should I? Okay, let's see what the next part's going to be like. I'm in too deep. It's one of those days. So this part, you get an E piano. A nice E piano goes in here. And I'm actually not going to use the one built in. I'm going to use the one from Legacy. Instruments, piano. No, I guess it's not instruments, piano. It's not even in this Legacy. It's in a different Legacy, eh? It's in this Legacy. Instruments. No. It's none of those. It's not piano. It's E piano. Choirs, bass, guitar, hits, orchestral, pads, perks, strings. Oh, there's some cool stuff in here. Oh, shoot. I forgot about how cool this stuff is. Like, what if I put this in? This was not what I wanted to do necessarily, but let me just see what that sounds like. Let me do that properly. Whoops. It would have to go in more like this. If I were to play it, it's going to have a cut itself. So, there we go. So, let's see. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Hell yeah. This wasn't what I planned. When is it ever what you planned, right? That's the thing about it. Gotta go with the flow. And the flow is feeling. It's flowing. It's feeling and flowing at the same time. Shit. I lost my rhythm. Let me try that again. Gonna keep trying until I get it right. Okay, the ending got sloppy, but I got kind of what I needed here. Let me hear it. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So we went from, I need context now because that's a huge departure from what I was doing before. The E-piano will still be there, and I'm gonna go looking for the E-piano now while I'm doing this, while I'm hearing it. And actually, you know what has to happen. It's not just that though. Now we have to put in our heaven has to be a part of this. Oh yeah, yeah. This has to get a nice. Hold on. How much of a did I give it a slide? Mono slide. So it should be going. Oh, the slide is just too fast. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Now my melody piece. Man, I just can't get away, can I? Picking around a pizza box that's underneath my piano and keyboard and all that jazz. So now we want something that gels really well with this. Okay. Yeah, it's time for me to go, because that's another one of those melodies where it could take me a long time to really understand what it is that I'm after here. I found the electric. Okay, let me get the electric and see what happens when we noodle it a little. Okay. Okay, this gives us some stuff to work with for next time. And next time will be very soon. I'm just gonna, you know, get me going and then we're gonna come back. Alright, thank you so much for popping by. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go eat and you're gonna probably see me again pretty soon.